What are carbon credits? What do they mean to small landowners? And why do companies want to be carbon neutral? We're going to find out right here with Kieser, who's the president of LandGate. And he's going to explain the carbon credit initiative and what it means on a small scale. When I see carbon credits, honestly, I usually scratch my head. So here's a clear and concise explanation from Craig. And also, if you are new to the channel here, we're going to be giving away a few books from my buddy, Pat Porter. And all you have to do is go to the email sign up in the description, type in your name, and then I will personally reach out, get your address, and ship you a free book from our buddy, Pat Porter. So hope you guys take advantage of that. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Now let's get right into it. I own some timber ground, okay?
Yep.
What does that mean to me in terms of being a landowner in Illinois, and what the heck is carbon credits? Because it's a buzzword, and I think so many people listening right now are confused on what it even is.
It's an infant industry right now. It's the wild, wild west, and everybody hears the word carbon credits. If you are a large industrial company, the term carbon credit means different than if you're a farmer rancher in the Midwest or you own timberland or farmland, things like that. What we are talking about with LandGate, land-based carbon credit, means that these are voluntary carbon credits where your land, every piece of land, as long as it has vegetation on it, is pulling carbon dioxide is plant food. Fundamentally, scientifically, carbon dioxide is plant food. So when you have vegetation on parcels, these plants take in their food, take in carbon dioxide, and they release oxygen, right? So they're pulling carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Some parcels, some regions, some areas, some crops, some plants, they all have variable amounts of carbon dioxide that they pull out. Right, so a parcel down in the Mississippi River Delta is going to pull in a heck of a lot more carbon dioxide and put it into the soil than a parcel in the middle of Nevada. That's based on precipitation, soil types, organic content of the soil, all of these different factors, right? So it changes throughout the country how much carbon dioxide can be sequestered by that piece of land. On the other side of the spectrum, you have companies who are emitting carbon dioxide through manufacturing processes, transportation, whatever it is. And they are voluntarily, that's why it's called a voluntary carbon credit. They are voluntarily buying the amount. So if you have property that's sequestered, let's say, use you for example, Jake, your property is sequestering 100 metric tons of carbon dioxide per year on that parcel. You would be able to find that out for free looking at LandGate, how many tons of carbon your specific parcel sequesters. Let's say you have 100. And you go ahead and raise your hand and you say, yep, I'm going to want to go ahead and lease out or sell my carbon credits for the next 5 years. Let's say I am Amazon or I am Southwest Airlines, and I need to go ahead and offset certain tons of carbon so that I can, in my report, my yearly, quarterly, biannual report, whatever it is, I can now say I'm X% net neutral.
Yeah.
I'm X% carbon neutral, right? So I'm offsetting, I'm emitting 100 tons. I'm going to buy and compensate you for your land sequestering 100 tons. In a nutshell, that's what it is. Now, there's tons of nuance. There's tons of different requirements that fall into what counts as a carbon credit. If you have timberland, some of the carbon credit companies that are out there require that there is a risk of the timber stand being harvested, meaning that they will compensate you from harvesting the timber and putting it into a timber market, a pulp mill or lumber mill or something like that. They'll compensate you and say, if you don't cut your trees down, we'll pay you X amount. And then they put this company puts the carbon credit that they're purchasing from you into a registry, and then Southwest Airline buys that. It's a very, very, very young market, which means that it's likely pretty inefficient right now. I think that it potentially could have really great things for landowners. I think landowners could really capitalize on it. The forestry carbon market in the United States seems to be the most advanced to me at this point, where you as a landowner of trees, you can go ahead and sign a 12-month contract. And at the end of the 12 months, if you haven't cut your trees down, you can go ahead and get compensated for the amount of carbon dioxide that those trees have.
Can landowners do that on a small scale right now? Like, would they even mess around with a parcel that's under 100 acres?
It's tough, and that's why the market's so efficient. That's why we're really excited about what we're doing, is because right now there's so many testing protocols that are so expensive that it keeps a lot of the smaller, when I say smaller, less than 10,000 acres,
Right.
keeps a lot of those folks off the market. So it keeps 99% of people who own property out of the market, which is terrible, which that's where we see a huge opportunity there for us, is where we have ran these calculations. These are Verra certified calculations. We run it on all different types of soil carbon or carbon credits, including soil, forestry, agriculture, things like that. We do it for every parcel. We are bringing the 99% of the folks.
We could
to the
bundle
market.
them, hedge them together. I see some potential in potential product development on your end in that market.
Correct.
That's pretty cool. That's exciting. Well, as a small landowner right now, because I don't own 10,000 acres, believe it or not, that has me excited.
Neither do I. Yeah.
Right.